Hey there, how is it going today? Welcome to another tutorial. First of all, I would like to thank you for all the likes which I have got and the subscribers also have got. It really motivates me to make more video. And in today's tutorial, we're going to see how to also enhance our inventory system. So let's get started. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means a lot. And yes, I'll be making more content time to time. Thank you very much. So in today's tutorial, we are going to learn, I'll just demonstrate that we are going to pick up all this instead of now destroying. If I go to tab, I can see there is a max stack. That means, and also we can also stack more as well. So it's going to be saved in our inventory icon as a max. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing which we are going to do is we're going to go to our item info, and we are going to, in the structure, we are going to add a new variable, and we will name this as item icon, and there's a variable which is called texture, texture, and we will only collect its references. And another one, we are going to have stack. We will get this in the form of an integer, as this is just going to carry number. And we will also create another one which is max stacked, and this is going to be integer as well. And let's save it. And you know what, before saving, we could go to the default value, and the stack value we can just keep 1 for now. That would be better. So, or even, which is the same, gonna be 1 for the max as well. So let's save it, and yeah, we are now gonna go to our first person character, and here is where we are gonna get some more variables as well and functions. So let's start with the function. We are gonna create a, and we are gonna get our inventory, and we are gonna now get an add. Let's bind this to this. So for this, we definitely need an input so that we can pass this item. And the best way to do is like drag it over here, and this, let's name this as item info. So basically, if you now add an an item, it will pass it to the inventory. And just for the sake of getting this item info s, we just added this, and we are just going to delete this. Now we are going to get for each loop with break, where every time it's going to check the amount of time, the amount of items we have, or amount of similar item we are going to be picking. And for the item for inventory, we will break it. We can no control C. Oh, sorry. And it's going to be here. It's going to be here. We're also going to get info from this one, and we are going to get item class, which is going to be equal to the item class. And we also bind this one as well. So once we break this inventory, and we have, as in our item info, we have declared these all things. So we need to also say, put a logic of our max random and normal stack. So if the stack is less than the max stack, is also going to be that. And here we are going to, both the statement needs to be true. So we're going to add an and boolean, and from here we create a branch. We bind this to this, and this is going to do our checks, this branch, where the condition is going to check whether the stack is less than equal, less is the max stack. Is there any variable passed at stack or max stack? So now if it finds an item, we are going to create a new variable, but this is going to be a local variable, where it's going to be like item found. The best way to really even make sense for us in the future, we will so we're gonna just change this to L. L, we will name it L item found. Now this is gonna be, we're also gonna get another boolean where we'll get local, we're just gonna get L, and we'll name it item found index, and this is going to be integer. And we need also another one which is going to help us remember the item, and this is going to be named as item item info. And yeah, and this is going to be as item. We'll get this item info, item info s. So now we connect this onto here and we make it into true, and the index is gonna be here, and it's gonna be from the loop, which is this. Now then we get our local item found info over here, and now this is going to also gonna be here. So yeah, if it makes sense. Yeah. So now as this is the end, we have to kind of loop it, and we're gonna loop it and break it every now and then. So yeah, we go here, we select this, we bring it down here like that, and yep, we bind this to this, and yeah. Now once this is completed, we are gonna grab a new branch here. Now here we'll be checking if we have found the item or not. So we're gonna get the local variable. In case if you have not found it, we're just gonna do the same thing, which is we are gonna get the inventory. Let's now add the item, like how did we at the beginning. And now the item is gonna be our item info, which is this one, but obviously you don't want to have so much of threads, so you can just get item info. Now if in case if we have found the item, we are gonna get the inventory, and we're gonna get set array element. We are gonna now then get from here and make the item, make item info s. Oh, by the way, this goes to the false, sorry. And because here we have in case if there is no inventory. Now here we're going to get the item that we found, and this and this one is this one. We'll get the local item info. Actually, we'll name this local item item OUND found info. That's more easier for me to understand as well. We are gonna now break it open, and once we break it open, we try to connect pretty much every single thing. So we are running out of space. I'll just bring this here, and so it goes here. Then item class goes here. Static mesh goes here, 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 and here. Not the stack, because we already have an existing stack. So and we will be adding to that stack. So for the sake, currently we'll just give an add, and our current stack is just so, and let's just connect the max stack as it is with it. Then we also need to find out where the item is. So it's just then going to be local item found index, and this is like the truth. I know it's quite confusing, but it will soon make sense. So yeah, make sure to compile and save. And so now here is the logic for picking up the item, and now we need to find a way to display it in our inventory. So yeah, now each and every this are gonna interconnect to our inventory menu. So let's go to our inventory icon, which is of course this one, and here we are gonna add another thing called canvas panel, but to make sure to add it under the border. And inside this one, we need to add an image as well, which goes here after this. We are gonna get a text. So for getting text, we are gonna go. It's gonna go in the canvas panel, because border can only hold just one child. And in the canvas panel, we are gonna put a padding of 0, and the image. We will name this image as item icon, item icon. And let's anchor this thing. How do we anchor? It's over here, and we hold shift and click on this, and let's name this one as the text block as item count, the size to like 30. These are the two things. Let's just change the default value to 0. And yeah, and the Z order, let's just put 1 because I'm just going to put it on the top of the image. And let's compile and save. Let's put this over here actually. It's much better. So we are just going to adjust this a bit. And yeah, this is the count. This is where the icon is going to be. And this is all good. Now we are going to compile and save it. Now we are going to let down this icon, hold the information. Now we're going to go to our graph, and we are going to create called item info. So we're going to get into item info, and we're going to make it instant editable. Pose this to spawn, and we will create another variable. We'll name this as inventory index, and we can name this as our integer. Make it again instance editable, and we will expose this to spawn. Let's compile, and now if we go to our inventory here, and we kind of have to like refresh this thing. So because obviously we make changes to make sure that we are also gonna make sure that we compile and save it. So we're gonna like go none, and we are gonna get this one again, and now this all appears. And now I want to bind this to this, because this is what is gonna take the information, because this will create the icon and assign it to the. And for that we also need to do a few more things, where we are gonna get let's get again player, and we are gonna get inventory. We're gonna get inventory. We are gonna get a reference to it. So we'll go get copy. Now for each index, we are gonna get an item info. I'll fix the sentences later. Yeah. So now we are gonna go to our inventory icon. We are going to go to our item icon, which is in our design, and we have something called brush. We are going to get this thing called, why is this happening? Create bind. So in the binding, what we're going to do, we are going to get our item info. The item info, we're going to break it. This item info has all the things which we need to declare. So we're going to get a branch. We are going to get an item class of it, where we are going to check whether it's valid. Is the class valid or not? If it's valid, then we are going to do a true false check, where if it's true, it gives a return, where here also we need to make a break. So, and if we drag it from here, we're gonna get state brush, and here is the thing which we are gonna bind it to. And here we have space for adding image, where it can be here for the image, it can go here. And in case if it's not a valid class, then we Control C and Control V it, and we're gonna get like this. Now this one we compile and save it. So far so good. And now we go back to our designer. We still select on our item icon, and we search visibility, and here we need to create a new binding. We are just going to do pretty much the same thing, where we don't want to get rubbish information. So we are going to get item info. We are going to break it. And we are going to get is valid. Oh, sorry, we're going to get it from the item class is valid. And we are going to get a branch. And here in the branch, we are going to get two things. One is the return node. Another one also the return node. Control C, Control V. Just make sure that in here, keep this one hidden. Now we compile and save it. Now in the item count also, we are going to do the same, where we need to change things, make it change accordingly. So we're going to do something similar as well. And in the text, we are going to create a new binding. And again, the same thing. We are going to break it. Do the same thing, where we have to do checks. And it's going to be is valid class. And we are going to get a branch, and we get a condition, and we bind this to this. And we also bind this to this. And for the text, we are going to get the stack. We'll get two text, which is like integer. And this is going to be returning the value. And yeah, and for the false, it will just return as it is. And now if we go back to this one, we also go and do the same thing for the visibility, because we don't want to just show 0 all the time. We are going to get the bind. Again, reputation. We are just going to do the reputation stuff. What we'll be doing, we'll break it. BREAK, break this one. We are going to get class ref, CLF class ref. We are going to get is valid. We are going to get branch. And if it is valid, then we show it. And if it is not valid, we are going to hide it. So yeah, we are also going to create another branch where we need to check the stack. And here is where we are going to check whether the stack is greater or not. Because in the beginning we put if it's a value, so we're going to show greater than 1. And if it is, we are just going to put like that. And if it is true, then it's going to be visible, of course. And if it's false, it's going to be hidden. And if it's not, it's going to be hidden. So it's going to be visible and it's going to be hidden. And yeah, this should be it. So let's just recap. We get the item info, we break it, where we check the class is valid. In the branch, we first check if the class is valid. If it's true, return this value, where if it is more than 1, show it visible. If it's less than 1, if it is, then show 0. In case if there is nothing, we'll still show nothing. We'll keep it hidden. Sorry. So now we're gonna use this pickup icon thingy. Now let's go to our blueprint. Let's go to our interactable item. I think it's open here. Yeah, it's this one. Now at this time, instead of destroy, we are going to delete this. We are also just going to delete this too. Save time. And so let's just first get cast to VP third person character. We are going to get player character. CHARACTER character. We're going to bind this to this, and we are going to promote this to a variable where we will name this as a PLF player ref. Now we are going to get the player reference, and now we can access the pickup item which we made. Comes over here, and this is how it is done. And we are now for item info, we need to create a variable. We will name this as item info, and we are going to get item info s. Let's compile and save it. Now we are going to get this into the construction script, which we already have it. Now we can also connect this to here. We are also going to set this item info. And now if we go back to our event graph, we can also put this into our pickup function. And now let's just assign an icon. For time being, I do have an image which I want to, so I'll just go and put it here like that. Looks decent at least. So the max stack, let's just put 4 for now, for the testing purpose. So let's just check everything, whether everything is fine or not. Inventory item. Yeah, item info is fine, everything, yeah. Now let's just, I'll just make some duplicates of it. Oh, shoot. So usually like in a data table, when you do something new, it needs to be reloaded again. So you can just create like none and just put INX. You could also do the same for this one, INX. Let's just create just more of them. Yeah, that should be okay. And let's just play it. So now as you can see, there's nothing. And I'm just gonna, and now I pick them up, and now if I press tag, you can see that like there's 4, which is max, then there's 3. So yeah, this is how it is done.